What's up, YouTube fans? Today we take a look at the Fans Hobby Marksman, or their version of a Predator Talon. So I got this from my good friends at the Chosen Prime at TFCon Orlando 2023. Thanks to Brandon and Jason for making this possible. Really cool repaint of the Fans Hobby Destroyer, which is their version of Buster. And I was pretty excited to see this just because I think the paint colors are really cool. But let's take a look. It does appear to be fully painted, and that's not always true with Fans Hobby. So I thought it was just really nice that for the exclusive they painted it. So you got the nice teal paint there, silver, pink accents, blue and white tampos here for the wings, silver back here, pink along the tail fins. Here's the back. That booster is painted fully in that pink paint. Here's the bottom. We have the landing gear folded out here, but more paint here, accents on these missiles or whatever you want to think of them as. But yeah, overall really nice. It does roll nicely on the landing gear. We can bring in the weapons, which look like this out of the package. Nice gold paint. And in the unboxing, I actually had a hard time putting these in, and actually it's because you need to really give it a push. But these are new parts, brand new. Here's the original guns from Destroyer. So you can see they've retooled it, and we got these new missiles here, which match the original Predator Talon figure. But you really got to push this in hard. So you just got to firmly push that in. It does go in, but it's just tight. But then you have that. Now you can take this, come to the bottom here. You can see there's a little slot right there where you can peg this in. Get it plugged in, and that's how it looks. Very, very cool. So let's just get the other one plugged in as well. And now he's fully armed up and ready for battle. I do like how that looks. Just the colors stand out. We also get the Power Master here, and it's done in that same teal, green and pink colors. Silver here, accents on the knees and the feet. And just for comparison, here it is next to the original version. And for some reason I thought this head sculpt was new, but it is the same. It's just that it stands out more. The paint colors just stand out more on the new one. But they are pretty much identical with exception to the colors of the plastic and the paint. So this guy can transform and go onto the jet. So if you put this like this, fold up the legs, peg it in. Same on this side. Fold up the leg, peg it in. You have this right here. You can come to this panel, open this up. This will accordion forward. Then you can take this, and this is going to fit right in here and tab in. So get this down underneath. Plug that in, and now you have that look, which I think is really cool. You can also actually remove this completely. So this is just on a peg. So if you want to remove it, you can just pull this off the C-clip there. And now you can have that look. Nice that they have that option. Me personally, I don't like to have parts laying around, so I'm just going to leave it like that. But very cool that you can display it like that. And for quick comparison, there it is next to the original Destroyer, or their version of Buster. All right, for another size comparison, there it is next to the Fans Hobby version of Delta Bomber, and pretty nice size jet mode here. And it does look cool with the other exclusives, but there you go for a sense of scale. And before I finish the transformation, I just wanted to show you, here's where the stamp is. They always individually stamp these Fans Hobby and Chosen Prime exclusives. You can see I have number 362 out of 600. I just think it's really cool that they do that so that you know you're getting a unique numbered mold and they're not going to reproduce it. So very cool. All right, and there is Marksman in his robot mode, and I think this looks really good. I really like the deco and the overall paint. There's a lot of accents that make it shine. Kind of pink accents all throughout. Little lines here, dots here on the hip skirts. Little gunmetal gray and silver accents all throughout. Silver here, silver gunmetal there, blue here, that same pink there, blue and pink here on the arm. And the head sculpt looks really good. You got that nice gold paint with the green eyes and then the pink for the head crest. Here's the back. It does transform and work the same way as the original, so no changes there with the exception to the head sculpt. But let's bring in the original so you can compare. And I really like the look of the new head sculpt. I know this is accurate to the character, but something about this head just looks really good on this figure. As far as articulation, it is the same, but we'll go over it really quick. The head is on a rotating swivel, so it goes all the way down there, back to there. But it's also on a ball joint, so you get a little bit of side to side, rotates all the way around. And you can get pretty much any angle due to that extra neck joint. Shoulders rotate around on a friction joint. Out to the, I actually have a butterfly joint here. Out to the side, if you lift up this panel, you can get the shoulder all the way out. So that works pretty well. Rotation at the bicep. Single jointed elbow gets you 90 degrees. I wish this would lock in place. I don't think there is a lock, but sometimes it slides up on you. Your rotation at the wrist. You do have a thumb on a ball joint with a pin, and then the fingers are individually articulated at 3 pins, so you can move them individually. You have a waist rotation here. No ab crunch on this guy, just due to the design. Hip skirts will move out of the way. Legs go up to there on a ratchet joint. Back to here, hindered by the backpack. And out to the side on a really strong ratchet joint. You have a rotation at the thigh. There is a sliding joint here, and you do have to slide those out, but sometimes it does slide in on you. You have a single jointed knee, gets you 90 degrees. Ankle tilts and pivot back and forth, and a rotation. It's all on a ball joint. The ball joint sometimes is a little bit weak, so if you get him, leaning back a little bit, he can fall back because there's nothing holding up the rear, that ball. So it will basically rotate back. But forward, it seems to have a kind of a resting point, so you're better off balancing him forward with the legs kind of angled back. That just gives him a better balance overall. And for his accessories, we can use those same guns here that we had in the vehicle mode. You're going to go ahead and open up this, and you're going to slide the gun on this rail into the hand. It's a very secure fit. Likes to hold on very nicely. We do get 2 of those. Now, if you take out the missile from here, and we can just put this in his hand. You can take these, and I actually think the look is supposed to be like this, because in the images, at least the one I could find, there was a missile kind of right here. Now you can do something like that, so that he's got that kind of half wing with the missile there. So that's an option for display. But I do think that looks pretty cool if you have the wings out with that green showing. And for quick size comparison, there it is next to the Fans Hobby and Chosen Prime exclusive God Delta. And it looks really good next to him. I think the exclusives they've been making here really just kind of are special, but there you go for comparison. So final recommendations on the Fans Hobby Marksman. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I'm going to recommend it. I'm a real fan of what Get Right Robot and Fans Hobby did here. The color scheme and the overall look of this guy, they really nailed the look of the character. I love the changes to the molding, specifically the shoulder pieces here, the head, and then the guns are all new sculpt, and they really work for this character. The overall details and added paint accents really work for this guy. I like the fact that you can put the wings out like this. Because of those, neon green missiles on the wings, you can really display him either way and it still looks good. So yeah, I'm a big fan. I actually almost think the color scheme works better for this character than it does for the original Fans Hobby version of Buster. So I really prefer it. But that's really it for today. Now, if you're looking to pick this guy up, I believe the day I'm putting this review out, it's a Thursday. This will be up on the Chosen Prime website at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're watching this on the day I released it, then you can pick this guy up. It will be probably sell out is my guess. So you're going to want to be on the website and you know, ready to get one, because they are limited. There's only 600 made and only a few are left for the website. So that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.